Hey y'all, we are going to be doing, my mama and I, who is a 24-hour Valentine's Day read-a-thon. Yay! We're so excited. We've been wanting to do a read-a-thon for such a long time. So I have a very large TBR. I put them all in this cute little Valentine's Day jar that I'm gonna show y'all. Here's right here. So I have it right here. It's a little kissy emoji. It's so cute. So I have this. And I'm just gonna go ahead and very quickly show y'all my TBR. It's a lot. I just am such in a reading mood right now, and I just wanna read everything. Thrillers, contemporaries, fantasy, everything. Most of these are Valentine's Day themed in a way, and I'll kind of go through that. But the first book I have here are We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I've actually already started this, but I don't know if I'm going to read it tonight. I'm just gonna let the jar decide. This is definitely kind of has a romance feel to it, so it's a thriller, but it has a romantic feel to it, so I thought I would put this in the jar. Then the next book I have is Dress Codes for Small Towns by Courtney Stevens. And I've just heard this is kind of like a teenage love story in Kentucky. So I thought this would be cute, and I've heard a lot of, it's called Dress Codes for Small Towns.
Oh yeah, that's one that I want to see.
Yeah. The next book I have is 99% Mine by Sally Thorne. This is the same author who wrote The Hating Game, and my mama loved that book. I gave it like a 3.5, 4 out of 5 stars, so maybe I'll like this one a lot better. The next book I have is Genuine Fraud by E. Lockhart, and her books I've heard all have kind of like a romantic feel to it, and this one does too. I read the synopsis, well, part of it, so I know this also is Valentine-y. The next book I have is Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Nig. And this I wanted to put in there because it's about a single mother and her daughter, and I feel like Valentine's Day should also celebrate single women, and you know, she loves her daughter. It's a day of love, so I just think that this would be a good book to put in there. And then the next book I have is The Last Time I Lied, and to be honest, I don't think this has any relation to Valentine's Day. It's just a book that I really want to read and wanted to put in the TBR jar, so I'm just gonna be completely honest about that. Next book I have is The Waft Between Us by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pecahin. My mom's making noises, so sorry about that. This is about a married couple. Obviously, it's called The Waft Between Us, and it's a thriller. Mom, don't!
I'm not gonna.
And then the next book I have is called Finding Yvonne. I have been wanting to read this book for such a long time, and I am so happy to finally have it, and I do hope I get to read it. And you know, this is about a woman finding herself and loving herself, so there's nothing better than that on Valentine's Day. So I put this in the jar. And then the next book I have is Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. This is very romantic. It's a fantasy. I love fantasies, so I'm really excited about this one. The next book I have is Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. This is the third book in the Throne of Glass series. I'll see about this one. I'm not sure about the Throne of Glass series, to be honest. I do want to continue in it. If I do pick this one and start to read it and cannot get into it, I'm not going to force myself to read this whole thing. But I put it in there because there is romance in it, so, and I do want to continue reading it. And then I have The King of Atolia by Megan Wallen Turner. I absolutely love this series, and I really want to continue on in this series, and there is romance in this. There wasn't in the first one, but like in the second one was formed, and it was amazing. So obviously I'm not going to be reading all of these in this 24-hour period. Obviously, I'd have to be a freaking superhero to do something like that. But the next book I have is The Wicked King by Holly Black, and I actually put this in my worst books of 2018 video, but the first book, The Cruel Prince. I do want to give the second book a try. It did end pretty damn good. The ending did kind of save it a little bit for me, so I want to see if I'll continue on and like it. And if anything, it could be a good hate read, but maybe I'll like it. And then the second to last book I have is Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. This book I just really am dying to read, and it is about an independent woman who just seems like a badass. She wants to like go to flight school and everything. So I just think that'll be really cool to read about. It is a sci-fi, which I normally don't like sci-fi, but I'm excited for this one. And then the very last book I have out of like 80 bajillion. I like to have options. I cannot help it, because if I do draw one that I do not like, then I have all these other options. The last book I have is Enchante by Gita Trelesi, and this is a brand new fantasy that has come out, and it has such a beautiful cover, and I just really am excited to read this. It sounds just, I don't know. I've read the synopsis. I'm not good at summarizing these books, but the synopsis did sound absolutely just intriguing to me, so I am so excited to read this. Would you like to share with us what you're going to read?
Yes.
One of hers is Enchante, right?
Yes.
So this is one of hers.
Oh, I look awful.
No, you don't.
Let me fluff my hair. The Woman in Cabin 10. Oh my,
This
that was a
one.
close-up. The Woman in Cabin 10, and then Enchante, like she said. And then I want Magic Misfits, Neil Patrick Harris, and Lucky Suit, Lauren Blakely. These were free on Audible, so.
And then did you put down
get
Dress
my
Code
free.
for Small Towns?
No, because
It's not on there?
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
read it eventually, but I
You
just
have
haven't
more
done it
than
yet.
4 on here.
Yes.
Eleanor
and
and Park.
Park.
99% mine.
Yes, 99%
Okay.
mine.
So we're gonna draw. So she'll hold it.
Ooh, my gray is shining through.
It is.
Now we're gonna draw.
Good. We Were Liars. I'm already reading that, so we can go ahead and get that one finished. I'm not mad about it. So we will read We Were Liars. So I'm very happy about this pick because I'm already got it started. So I should finish that tonight because it's a very easy read. So now Mama is going to pick
My
her.
2 short ones first, but we shall see. I gotta pick with my left hand.
You dropped it. That's probably bad luck.
Woman in
Cabin
Cabin 10.
I'm so excited about that one. I just read that one and that always happens. Like, I am going to be reading We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, finishing it actually. Well, I'm on page 67 of this book, and there's like just a little over 200 pages, so it's not super long. And then Mama is going to be reading The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. I'm excited for her to read this. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. But I'm excited for her to tell me her thoughts on this. So I'm really, really excited.
But she's already read it because then I can talk to her about it.
Yes, that's the best part.
Then she's like, you can't talk to me. You can't talk to me.
Well, so she spoils on accident.
really needs
So
right now.
it is 8:30 and we're going to start now. And then tomorrow night at 8:30 we will be done. Well, we actually always go until we go to bed the next day.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a little over a 24-hour readathon. But that's cool
And
to
I've
me.
got to take Logan to do a procedure, but I'll listen.
But even then, like, we can still, we'll add extra time. We always do that. So that's our rules. This is our readathon. We can do whatever the hell we want. We're going to go ahead and get started, and we will update y'all later. Bye. Hey, y'all. So it is 1:30 in the morning, and I finally finished my book. Been taking some breaks in between, but this book was really good. I liked it a lot. At first, I didn't think I was going to like it. And I ended up actually ended up loving this book. I think I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. The beginning was definitely kind of difficult for, you know what, maybe a 3.5 out of 5. That's what I think I'm gonna give it, a 3.5. But it was a very good book. I didn't expect the ending at all. It was very shocking and surprising, and it was one of the most shocking endings I've read about in a long time. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. I really, really, really liked it. Oh my God. I really, really, really liked it. So now I'm gonna go see what Mama's update is with her book. Oh my God, I have the hiccups. I'm gonna draw again out of my jar. How are you liking yours?
I like it. It's pretty good.
So that's it.
Yeah. I don't love it,
I didn't love it either. Oh
but
my
I
God.
like it.
I loved the first like 70% of it. I really, really liked it. I was like obsessed.
Yeah, I'm not obsessed with it by any means, but I like it. I'm intrigued. I want to know what happened.
What part are you at?
She's looking for the girl.
Okay.
She's wondering, she's saying that, this guy could lose his job if there was a murder on the first maiden voyage. That's where she's at.
Oh, the security guard?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what scared you so bad about
13.
it, though, to where you can't.
13. No, it gets worse.
Okay.
You're only on chapter 13.
You to the bathroom.
Yeah. She had to follow me to the bathroom. She had to follow me to my room if I needed to get something. We had to sleep on the couch.
While she read it.
It gets worse. So, also, I hadn't taken my anxiety medicine in 4 days at that point.
Yeah.
So that might have been part of it. I'm going to draw from this. I'm going to stay in here with you while I do this. So you can be a part of it. 99% mine. I'm actually really happy about this one. Right here. It's a nice fluffy read that I can read after that very incredibly sad book that I just read. So
What did you just read?
We Were Liars. But now I'm going to read 99% Mine. I'll go grab it. Here is my next book, 99% Mine by Sally Thorne. So, like I said, oh my God, I'm so tired of this. Like I said before, this is the same author who wrote The Hating Game. So I think this is like not a continuation. Maybe the same characters from The Hating Game will be like appearances in this book. I'm not sure, but I'm really, really excited to read it. I'm gonna start it now. It's 1:45. I am gonna have to go to bed soon because I am tired. I've had a long day. I've been up since like 8 o'clock this morning, and oh my God, I had a procedure done today, anesthesia. I'm surprised I didn't come home and crash, but I have been wired today. So, oh my, I'm so mad. These hiccups. But I do want to start this tonight, see how far I can get, maybe read like 50 pages, and then go to sleep and finish this tomorrow. Yeah, same, I'm tired. I might not even get through 50 pages. I might just be going to sleep. I might start this, might not, we'll see. If I don't, I will hopefully finish this tomorrow, then maybe even start a third book, and then that will be like 2 books and starting one, which was, I think, will be the best I've ever done in a readathon. The fact that I've already finished a book is absolutely crazy to me. So, and I'm really happy, and I would have finished it sooner if I would have just sat down and read it like in one sitting, but I kept getting up, I kept doing things. I kept having to take a break because it was really sad. So yeah, I had to take breaks. But oh, and the writing was beautiful in this book. So beautiful. And I want to read more of her books. So I have Genuine Frauds as well by her. It's actually in one of those stacks right there. I'm gonna go start this, and I will update y'all later. Bye. Okay, so Mama is actually gonna put down the woman in, oh my God. Mama's gonna put down The Woman in Cabin 10, and she's gonna pick up 99% Mine by Sally Thorne as well. This is a Valentine's Day vlog, and I know her. I can read thrillers on Valentine's Day vlogs. She doesn't like to read thrillers on Halloween sometimes, so
To be in the mood to read them. And
it's very rare that she's in the mood to
I
read
like
them.
it, but I'm not enjoying myself. and I wanna
Because
enjoy myself.
she's not in the mood to read it, and I wish she wouldn't have spent the first, what, 6 hours during this readathon?
Yeah.
Miserable and sad. Like, oh, it's not been 6 hours, it's been 5. She never told me that. I could just tell on her face. So she's gonna pick this up.
I know you really want me to read it.
Not that bad if you're not enjoying yourself. Mama, I'm not reading that one book right now because I'm not in the mood for it, and I won't enjoy it.
But I like the book. I just want to like the book, and I don't feel like I'm going to because
She's just so passive and just doesn't say what she feels. That drives me crazy. You try so hard to people please.
me to read it.
Not that badly. Have I ever been upset with you for saying I'm not in the mood to read a book?
No, but I know when I want you to read something.
But Mama, if you're not in the mood, you're not going to like it. Do you want me to read a book that you love when I'm absolutely in the worst mood to read it?
No.
And then I end up hating it even though I could possibly really like it? No, you don't want me to do that. Could kill her for spending the first 5 hours of this not reading something she was enjoying. At first, I thought it was because she had a headache, and then I'm just thinking, I can tell every time I ask her if she likes this book, she hates it right now. And that's not like her, because I feel like this book, she shouldn't have, because I looked at her when she did, and I said, why are you putting a thriller in your Valentine's Day TBR? I said, me doing that, that's very normal, but her doing that is not normal. So, and I knew she wouldn't like it. So
I figured, I said, please don't let me draw that one, and I drew that.
And she drew it. And she should have just said, I don't want to read that.
So I'm going to read 99% Mine because that's the one I really, really, really want to read.
Yes. And I'm going to read it too. Well, Buddy read it. So we're going to read this, and I will.
You liked it so much. I just wanted to.
I didn't like it that much. I gave it a 3. I liked the first 70% of it. I hated the end. We're going to read this, and we will update y'all later. Bye. Hey y'all, so Mama's here. We are, she's been reading all day,
Yes.
but y'all know I don't think I told you, because I could put that clip in here, I guess. I got hip injections yesterday, and I got put under sedation, so I did, but I was going to put it somewhere in this vlog, but I didn't know where I was going to put it, so I think I'm going to put it right here.
Jack, I came out the door.
I was under sedation, and I'm surprised I stayed awake all day yesterday, but I was wired yesterday. But at nighttime, I was done. I slept for 13 hours. I was so damn tired, so.
I slept for about 3 hours.
Sorry, girlfriend.
We had somebody come and put the TV over our fireplace.
Our fireplace,
Or this
because
morning.
it used to be there. Actually, it used to be there. Then Mama moved it here, and now
then
it's
we
up
decided
there.
to Put it there. And now we got to figure out what to do with these, and we got to hide these.
Yeah, the cords.
So we still got lots of work to do.
Lots. Because it kind of looks like a cyclone hit this place.
Yeah.
I spent like 2 hours cleaning it yesterday, and it doesn't even look like nothing
No,
happened.
it still does over there.
Over there, yeah.
And Mom will get it fixed.
Well, Mom is used to that all the time, cleaning the house for hours and hours, way longer
That's
than I
all I
did.
do.
And then
It seems
Disasters.
like that is all. If y'all watch these vlogs, that is all I ever
She
do is
cleans.
clean the house.
So I was sleepy, slept for like 13 hours. Now I'm up though. It's
That
okay.
was rude.
It's not rude, you
My
yawn.
mouth was like wide.
So I'm just going to continue the read-a-thon until I fall asleep. She's on chapter 13 of 99%
I'm
Mine.
loving this book.
I knew you
I
would.
love it so much.
People say they don't like Darcy.
I love Darcy.
People
Why
say she's unlikable and that
Oh,
everybody...
honey, you're gonna love Darcy.
Okay, yeah. She's probably going to be like me.
Yes.
Then everybody hates me.
No.
Everybody hates me. That's fine. I'm not a likable
I love
person.
Darcy. I don't know. Probably because I love you.
It's like my favorite booktubers who love the hating game are like, I cannot stand Darcy. She is a... I'm like,
I don't think she's a oh, I love her. She's a strong woman.
I'm a... No, you know what? If I'm a... I'm a bitch. I'll own that. Jack. Jack!
Oh my gosh, Jack, I just vacuumed.
Look at your ass! You rolled in the damn grass. It ain't even sunny!
I just vacuumed.
Jack! Oh, he knows we're... Look at him running. Look at him running in there. He's going to his timeout corner. He knows. No, but that makes me sad.
Third time he's done that today. I have vacuumed up grass 3 times today.
Sorry, girlie.
I like Darcy.
Well,
so
I
know
feel-
that your mother loves you.
That was what I was afraid of. They were like, oh, she's such a... Watch her be exactly
Honey, you're
like
not
I am, but it's fine.
I don't see where they think she's a bitch.
You know what? It's such a negative
Why? Because she stands up to
connotation.
men.
Exactly. I stand up to people. I don't let people walk
She's
all over
so
me.
good to her friends. I don't see.
Maybe it gets more further into the book. Maybe she does that pisses people off because you're not all the way through the book.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I'm definitely, if I could tell people, I feel like people at first do not like me until they find out how loyal I am and how, like, I would die for the people I love. Like, I would die for them. So, and never tell any of their secrets ever in a million years would I tell somebody something that they confided in me. I would never tell anybody else. And
That's the
she
biggest
can
heart
say
in the
that.
universe.
I would get, if I want to get rich so I can just give it all away to people who need it. Like, I just am.
Been that way since she was 5.
Yes, and I'm a very nice
I
person.
need to go work on the Disney Channel so that I can feed the homeless. She also wanted to bring home every animal that we saw.
I did. I still do. That's not a... I still want to do all of those things. So it's not like it's... But, I mean, but I am abrasive. And that's something that...
She's very abrasive.
Yes. I'm very opinionated. I'm very, like, political. And I think that I have every right to have an opinion like the next person does. And you know, every time I've been told, oh, you don't need to have opinions, it's by a damn man. So I had a man once on Facebook tell me I need to shut up and go back to making sandwiches in the kitchen. And go pop out a few kids. That I didn't have a place to have an opinion. And it was on abortion. I have a uterus, mother. You don't, okay? Sorry, got a little heated. See what I'm saying? Like, I can be a rude. Like, if somebody's, and it only happens if somebody comes at me. I will not be a somebody who is perfectly pleasant to me. Unless they're absolutely, like, fake as I can feel those things. But I still won't be a I just won't kiss your ass back. But I'm not a if somebody comes at me. Or if somebody comes at one of my family's members. Like, I will up. So... And I have, and I will again. By the way, I wanted to talk real quick about me bleeping out my cuss words. I have had some questions like why I started doing that people think it's funny when I cuss and everything. And I completely understand that when I watch movies like Will Ferrell movies. I hate watching the clean versions because to me, the comedic value goes down like a ton. But I have had mothers tell me that they can't watch my vlogs in front of their children. Not them complaining, just like laughing like I love your videos. And they're like, I can't watch my vlogs in front of my kids, but I love watching your vlogs during like me time and everything. Well, I have a mother. I know that she doesn't get a lot of me time at all. She doesn't. She's hardly is ever by herself. And mothers have the, in my personal opinion, the absolute hardest job in the entire universe. And they deserve to be able to watch a video while their kids are sitting next to them. They don't deserve to have to go to a separate room away from their children in order to watch a video. So I'm gonna bleep out my cuss words, especially the really like intense ones. Maybe sometimes I'll let like a mild one slip through or something. But for the most part, I do want to do that because y'all know my videos aren't monetized or anything. Like, I don't get money from this. I just vlog. So it's not that I'm doing it to get money, because I don't get money from YouTube. I should probably call about that, but I don't do it right now, and I haven't for the past few months, because a few months ago I started bleeping out the cuss words. This is specifically for the mothers who want to watch my videos, and I don't feel like they need to go to another room to watch it. They sacrifice enough. They do enough. They should be able to watch a video in front of their kids. So I just wanted to make that clear, because, and I know I can't please everybody, but I'm gonna bleep out my cuss words. I'm gonna cuss. I'm still gonna cuss because that's me, and I'm not gonna change me, but I will bleep it out. So I am gonna go ahead and get reading. I only read like 5 pages last night before I passed out, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and we will update y'all later. Bye. Hey y'all, so it is currently 7:30 at night, and I'm just gonna be reading until I go to bed. Don't know if I'll finish this tonight, but I am on page 56, and I will say I am liking this so far. I'm getting like irritated though, because I just went and added this on my Goodreads as currently reading, and I just was looking at some reviews, and I feel like every review I see says, well, this wasn't the Hating Game, and the Hating Game was so much better, and I just expected this to be like the Hating Game, and I don't like Darcy that much. And I'm just sitting here like kind of annoyed by all of those reviews. Like, everybody's of course entitled to their opinion, and if you don't like the book, you don't like the book. But I think something that's annoying me is people saying, well, it's not the Hating Game. Like, of course it's not the Hating Game. This is 99% mine. And I'm about ready to ask my mom about it too, because I feel like she's annoyed by that as well. Here, I'm gonna have her pause her book. I was just telling the vlog, I couldn't find you, so I couldn't get you. But where were you?
Moving a shelf.
But what room? I looked everywhere for you.
In your room.
Oh, I was looking in the study.
Did you not see me move the big ass shelf to the kitchen?
No, I was reading. I was just telling them, I just got on Goodreads, and all I see on this review is it's not the Hating Game. Well, it's not the Hating Game.
Because it's called 99% mine.
Right? That's what I'm getting frustrated with. And I was just telling them that. I was like, why do people keep saying that?
That's frustrating. But I love it.
I like it too so far. I don't understand why people are being like that. Like, it's not the Hating Game. Calm down.
If it was that, it would have been the Hating Game Part 2.
Well, and I think when people say it's not the Hating Game, they mean like it's not as good as the Hating Game is what they're saying.
It's just good. I'll read it.
I'm actually so far liking this better than the Hating Game, but I
like it better, but I like it just as much.
I didn't love the Hating Game. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I didn't love that book. So far, I'm really liking this though, and I just don't understand why people are being like this. Like, and then people are like, well, Darcy's like not likable. I don't like her.
I love Darcy.
I like Darcy a lot right now, and if she is ever like in any sort of sense,
I've been, how far am I in it? And I still love her.
she's on chapter 19.
And I still how many?
I don't know, but it's just annoying to me because Darcy, I feel like if she's at all, it's because of her situation. Yeah, she's almost done with her book. So like, Mama, hold on. Sorry, I had an itch. So like, I don't see either right now. I mean, given I'm only on page 56, but I'm not seeing, I see that she's like definitely got an abrasive personality, but so do I. And she's not just be a, like, she has these men that just like are so rude to her all the time, and like, not all men, but just some of these guys that she interacts with are just mean to her. And then her parents aren't very nice to her. Her twin brother is a douchebag and an asshole. So like,
He's gotten better.
Oh, he has?
Yeah.
Well, like, so far from what I'm reading about him, he's rude. And like, I don't know. I don't see why people think that of her. Like, if a man acted like this in a book, nobody would say anything. They'd be like, oh, he's just so smoldering, and like, I don't know, like dark sexy, like that's what they'd say. They'd be like, he just has a dark side. And because she's the one that's unpleasant, it's like at times I just don't understand that. She's more of the bad girl in the book. Like normally people are like, oh, I love a good girl and a bad boy, but it's kind of reversed. He's a good boy and she's a bad girl, and I love that though. So I don't understand like some people's reviews on this. I just don't understand. I'm liking it too. So I very much respect people's opinions and everything. Like the booktubers I watch, their reviews don't bother me. I'm talking about like reviews on Goodreads where they're like acting just crazy about it. I think if I do finish this book tonight, I'm not even gonna draw again. I think I want to start The Wicked King after this. This is the second book in the Cruel Prince series. And as y'all know, I did not like The Cruel Prince, but I did like the ending of that book, and I liked it enough to where I was like, I kind of want to see what happens. So I have this, and I think this is going to be the next book I start just because I'm so curious about it. But I'm also really wanting to start, I think I'm finally out of my reading slump, which is so amazing. I'm so happy about that, but I have a lot of stuff to do in school this weekend, so I am going to have to do school. But I'm also wanting to read On the Come Up by Angie Thomas, so I'm hoping I can get those 2 books done before the week is out, and then I will have read 4 books this week, and that will make me so happy because I have been lucky if I can read 1 book a month the past few days, or past like 2 months, and that's just absolutely driving me crazy. But just wanted to give my thoughts on that. I'm really liking it so far. I'm gonna really try to sit down and read. We've had a very busy afternoon. We had, like I said, our TV mounted on the wall. We've been moving stuff around, so it's been a little crazy. And I read physically, Mama reads in her ears. So yeah, and I had a bad afternoon because I haven't eaten in like 3 days, and I woke up very tired, very blech. So my mom made me eat. So I had some rice and some sprouts. So now I feel more energized, and I think I can actually get through this and do what I need to do. But the 24-hour read-a-thon is not going to end until I go to bed. I feel like it's been so boring, but I mean, I'm trying. Sorry, my alarm for my birth control pills went off, and I was like, it scared the crap out of me. Take birth control, by the way. Like, I want to say this because this is such a common misconception. Every time people talk about birth control and like all of that, birth control is not always taken for contraception. And if people do take it for contraception, then that is totally fine. That is their lives. I'll take it for contraception one day. Like whenever I am sexually active, I will. But I take it now because I have horrible periods. They're irregular. I have endometriosis. I have to have them. If I don't, then I literally get 2 days out of the month where I do not have a period. And that's not exaggerating. That's not like, that's just the truth. So, and I have horrible cramps and like such bad periods that I have to stay and be in bed because I can't get up, I can't function, and those birth control pills help me. So I feel like that's people who are like wanting to defund Planned Parenthood and all of that stuff, and then they're always like pro-life, but then they don't want us to have birth control. They want us to defund Planned Parenthood, where like a tiny percentage of what Planned Parenthood does is abortion, when the majority of what they do is try to prevent pregnancy. So that way women don't have to get abortions. They don't even have to make that decision. So I get so confused with all about that, with people like wanting to take our birth control away and wanting us to pay an arm and a leg for it. But then they're like, oh, but don't don't get an abortion and you get pregnant, but we want to take your birth control away from you. And then like the most irritating answer I get, well, girls need to keep their legs closed. I don't hear anybody say to guys, well, keep your dick in your pants. Like it's just so offensive and so annoying, and I don't know how I got on this rant, but like I'm very open about taking my birth control. Well, my birth control alarm went off, and I was telling him about it, and I was telling him why I had to take it. But if a woman is on birth control, honestly, it's nobody's business why she's on it. Like, it's her body, it's her life. She can do whatever the hell she wants to. And in my opinion, I get really annoyed when I hear a big group of men who are just a bunch of teenage boys or like young adult men who have never even had a baby, who are like, women getting abortions are wrong. Women being on birth control is wrong. You don't have a uterus, you don't have an opinion, so bye. I have a uterus, I have ovaries, I have to carry the baby. You don't, so shut up. Sorry, got on a rant. Mama, I'm vlogging. No! I was talking about boys who have opinions on abortion.
I thought you were telling me to shut up.
No! I said that boys who have an opinion on abortion and birth control, I said that you don't have a uterus, you don't have an opinion. Shut up.
Oh, you told me to shut up.
No.
I said bite me.
God, my mom just was so mean to me because she was like assuming things as usual. Okay, I'm gonna read now. Sorry for that rant. I'm not sorry for my opinion, but I'm sorry for going on about it, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and continue reading and I will update y'all later. Bye. Hey y'all. So I just had something so annoying happen that once again caused me not to be able to read for a little bit, so I'm really annoyed. I had one of my acrylic nails break off and it actually bent all the way back, like bent back like that, and I have a big split down my nail, and then I had like some nail in the cut, so I had to like pick it out. It was horrible. I guess like there was like glue, my nails were glued to my skin, which the rest of them weren't, so I don't know how that happened, but I was just reading and I looked down and I see it's bent all the way back, and I don't know how it happened, but like I felt pain in it while I was reading, and then I went to like go scratch my scalp and it just snapped. Like I just barely touched my head and it just did that. So I ended up clipping all of them off, so I have my old fingernails back. I just have to get the acrylic off the base. So I might have to go to the nail salon and have them get those off because I just tried to do it at home, but it's like not easy to do. So I'm gonna probably do that soon. She's clipping hers off because it scared her to death when she saw because I was like profusively bleeding. Like it was gushing blood all the way down my hands and it was not pretty. So she freaked out and now like she's got a little station. So that freaked her out because she just got acrylics too. And the reason I even got acrylics was to help me not pick my eyebrows and everything, and it was helping. I wasn't picking them as much as I used to at all because it made it kind of hard for me to do. And I also did it because I bite my nails a lot and I wanted to stop all those nervous habits, and this was a way to do it. But after the pain I just went through with that, not doing that again. That hurt really bad. So for at least for now, I'm sticking to strictly getting pedicures, and I'll just keep my nails, my actual nails, and not get fake ones for a while. Maybe I'll do it again one day, but definitely taking a break for, definitely taking a break for a long time because that really was painful, and I'm just not willing to deal with that. No, I already go through like a lot of pain, and there is no way I'm going to cause myself further pain just because I want pretty nails. So yeah, but I think tomorrow I'm gonna go into the nail salon and have them get these off. This one, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this one, but I'm not gonna have this one soaked in alcohol. I'll just do this one at home by itself when it's healed, but it's like $10 to get these removed, so that is what I am going to do. So yeah, they can get them off and then I can go on about my day and not have to deal with these anymore. So wanted to update, but it is now 8:20 or 8:30 and I am going to continue reading. This day has been kind of bad. I woke up feeling horrible and then I started to feel better and then my nail broke, and yeah, at least I could say I finished a book this readathon, so I'm not like mad about that. Sorry, came out weird. But I am going to continue reading this, hopefully get halfway through before the readathon ends. I feel like this has been such a boring readathon, but I'm trying to make it entertaining. But I will update y'all later. Bye. Hey y'all, so I just had something so annoying happen that once again caused me not to be able to read for a little bit, so I'm really annoyed. I had one of my acrylic nails break off and it actually bent all the way back, like bent back like that, and I have a big split down my nail, and then I had like some nail in the cut, so I had to like pick it out. It was horrible. I guess like there was like glue, my nails were glued to my skin, which the rest of them weren't, so I don't know how that happened, but I was just reading and I look down and I see it's bent all the way back, and I don't know how it happened, but like I felt pain in it while I was reading, and then I went to like go scratch my scalp and it just snapped. Like I just barely touched my head and it just did that. So I ended up clipping all of them off. So I have my old fingernails back. I just have to get the acrylic off the base. I might have to go to the nail salon and have them get those off because I just tried to do it at home, but it's like not easy to do. So she's clipping hers off because it scared her to death when she saw my, because I was like profusively bleeding, like it was gushing blood all the way down my hands and it was not pretty. So she freaked out, and now like she's got a little station. So that freaked her out because she just got acrylics too. And the reason I even got acrylics was to help me not pick my eyebrows and everything, and it was helping. I wasn't picking them as much as I used to at all because it made it kind of hard for me to do. And I also did it because I bite my nails a lot and I wanted to stop all those nervous habits, and this was a way to do it. But after the pain I just went through with that, not doing that again. That hurt really bad. So for at least for now, I'm sticking to strictly getting pedicures, and I'll just keep my nails, my actual nails, and not get fake ones for a while. Maybe I'll do it again one day, but definitely taking a break for, definitely taking a break for a long time because that really was painful, and I'm just not willing to deal with that. No, I already go through like a lot of pain, and there is no way I'm going to cause myself further pain just because I want pretty nails. So yeah, but I think tomorrow I'm gonna go into the nail salon and have them get these off. This one, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this one, but I'm not gonna have this one soaked in alcohol. I'll just do this one at home by itself when it's healed, but it's like $10 to get these removed. So that is what I am going to do. So yeah, they can get them off and then I can go on about my day and not have to deal with these anymore. So wanted to update, but it is now 8:20 or 8:30, and I am going to continue reading. This day has been kind of bad. I woke up feeling horrible, and then I started to feel better, and then my nail broke, and yeah, at least I could say I finished a book this readathon, so I'm not like mad about that. Sorry, came out weird. I am going to continue reading this, hopefully get halfway through before the readathon ends. I feel like this has been such a boring readathon. I'm trying to make it entertaining, but I will update y'all later. Bye. Hey y'all, so it's me again. I just wanted to get on here because I was reading 99% Mine. I am 100 pages in and I'm really loving this book. It's really, really, really good. But I felt a lot of pain on my tongue and I went to look at it, and this is part of the Crohn's. It looks like that. Just kind of looks like I burnt my tongue really bad. Like it burns really bad, it's sore. It affects my taste buds, but when I talk you can sometimes like see it and it just looks disgusting. So yeah, thought I'd show that. And I have pictures that I'm taking of it. I go see a Crohn's doctor tomorrow. This is a new one, so another one, but I need to do it because want to be permanently off steroids. So this is what happens. Like basically they say whatever is happening in your mouth is a good reflection of what is happening in your gut. So basically this is what happens when acid eats at my tongue, because that's what it is. It's just a bunch of acid that does that to my tongue, which means there's a lot of acid in my stomach, which doesn't surprise me. I just thought that would be something interesting maybe to see. I don't know. People probably think it's disgusting, but I think it's kind of interesting because it happens often, but that one is actually, this one's not the best, you know? It's been worse than this. What sucks is that it just really, really burns and hurts, and it's kind of hard to taste things, so that's kind of what's the most annoying about it. So I'm gonna drink a milk to try to get the burning sensation to get out of it. Also it swells, so like I have like, if I slur a little bit, it's the swelling. I'm gonna continue reading and I will update y'all later. Bye. Hey y'all.
Hello.
So you can talk.
I just finished 99% Mine. It was so good. I loved it. I will be reading it again.
What did you rate it?
I'm gonna rate it probably a 4.
4.
Yeah.
What did you rate the hating game? 5. Okay, so you like the hating game more? Okay.
Yeah. I'd probably, if I could, I'd rate it a 4.5. Just because I feel like it could have had a little bit more, I don't know how to say it. I don't know, it didn't have, you know how, I guess it did.
I don't know what you're saying.
I don't know what I'm saying. I loved it. So, but I just feel like I just need to rate it a 4, 4.5.
Okay.
But I really liked it. I don't really know how, I'm not good at expressing, putting my thoughts into words.
You're just not doing it now.
I either say I like it or I hate it. That's
Yeah.
just how I am.
So it
And
is.
I'm getting ready to read Lucky Suit by Lauren Blakely. It's a free read on Audibles. You get 2 free reads a month. So that's what I'm going to do.
And I was hoping to read 2 books this read-a-thon, but I had a really, really bad day at the beginning of this. So I'm really, really sad about that. But
I'm upset with myself because I feel like I kind of wasted time last night on Cabin 10, but
I don't know. I still don't know why she even put that in her jar. I will never know her
stupid.
reasoning for
if I
that.
don't like Lucky Suit right off the bat, I'm
Just DNF
missing
it.
and
I'm going to continue reading 99% Mine.
I'm
And
gonna go finish your room.
okay, she's rearranging, so she gets these needs to rearrange bedrooms. But I'm going to continue reading this, and I will update y'all later. Bye. Hey y'all, so it is the next day, and my mama and I are really bad because we did not end our 24-hour Valentine Day reading.
We went to bed instead.
Yes, we went to bed. We were so tired. So we're just going to do a quick wrap up of the books that we read. I, of course, didn't feel good yesterday, and I don't feel good today either. I did really good at the start of the read-a-thon, finished the book and everything, and I got like halfway through my next one, so not a horrible read-a-thon. But what did you read?
I started Woman in Cabin 10. Gonna finish it later. I
Was not
finished
in the mood for it.
99% Mine, and I finished
Suit something, Lucky Suit.
Lucky Suit.
Yeah.
So
So
they were both really cute.
you rated
I really
90
loved 99% Mine. I think I'm gonna go ahead and rate it a 5-star
Okay.
after I thought about it.
And then what
And
did
then
you
Lucky
rate?
Suit.
Lucky Suit.
It's just a cute little short story. I
So like a
rated
3?
about a 4.
Oh.
3.
3?
Yeah.
Because 3's still a good rating.
Yeah. I rated about 3.
Like, in my mind, like, a 1 was horrible, a 2 was, like, not great, 3 was pretty good,
It's pretty good. It's just a cute little story.
a 4 is a good, great book, and then a 5 is, like, amazing, fantastic. I can't deal with how much I love it. So
I'll definitely be reading it a few more times.
Yeah. So I finished We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I gave this a 3.5 out of 5 stars. The first part of it I thought was really slow and didn't love, but the ending was absolutely amazing and I was absolutely shocked by it. So I don't know, I thought it was really good for the most part. It wasn't the best book I've read. And I couldn't decide between a 3 or a 4, so I just went down the middle, 3.5. And then I got halfway through 99% Mine by Sally Thorne. And as of right now, this is a 5-star read for me. I think it's really, really good. I'm actually liking it better than The Hating Game, which I'm probably going to get some hate for that. But I do like it a lot. I love Darcy. I don't understand why people think she is and mean. I think she's amazing. And I love Tom. I think he is like perfect boyfriend material. And yeah, I love this book so far. So hopefully I can finish this tonight. I'm hoping that's what I can do. I do have a lot of school to do, but I'm hoping that when I wind down tonight, I can at least get almost done with it. So that way by tomorrow night, I am completely done with it. And then I want to talk about what I want to be reading kind of the rest of the month. I do have other things on my TBR, but it is Black History Month. So I have some books that are by Black authors, have Black main characters, and so I wanted to show y'all what I wanted to read. So I want to read On the Come Up by Angie Thomas, and I am just so excited to read this book. I love Angie Thomas. I think she's an amazing writer, and I just cannot wait to read this. So this is definitely something I want to read before February is over. And then I have Children of Blood and Bone by Tommy Adeyemi. Sorry if I'm not saying her last name right. I'm horrible with pronouncing names. I'm really excited to read this. This is a fantasy that I've wanted to read for such a long time, and people say it's completely different from normal fantasies and that it's just amazing. So I'm really excited for that. And then the last book I'm going to talk about is Finding Yvonne by Brandy Colbert, and I'm so excited to read this. It's just I think it's a YA contemporary. Maybe it's an adult contemporary. I've heard nothing but good things about this, and I am so excited to read it. And I don't know, I feel like it's just gonna be a book about finding yourself and I don't know, and loving yourself, and I just think that's a great synopsis. So yeah, but those are the books that I will be reading for Black History Month. I just wanted to mention that real quick. I have a ton of other books that I'm wanting to read. I think I talked about it in the... Whoa, you just took my light, Mama.
Sorry, baby, I just needed to get to this table.
So yeah, those are the plans, but I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you want to, you can like this video and subscribe to see more from me, and I will see y'all later. Bye!